Boys and girls watching, I am excited about language development today because we're going to a place that I've actually been to. I'm so excited. Did you bring your passports today?
Yes.
Because we are going to need our passport. You better have it because we're going to need it to where we are going. Now, let me show you right here. This right here is an outline of where we are right now. We live in the United States of America. So boys and girls right here in this classroom, this is where we are. And boys and girls watching, you may be watching from America as well. But some of you may not be, and that's okay too. You're in your special place where you live. Well, this is an outline of the United States of America. Well, we are going to leave America and we're going to travel. That's why we need our passports. And we are going to go visit some neighbors. And you say, Mister, we don't need our passports to go visit our neighbors. Our neighbors are next door to us. Well, at your house, your neighbor is next door to you. And your table right now, your friend sitting next to you is your neighbor. But we have some neighbors to the north. Where are they at?
To the north.
To the north. And I want to show you who that is. Right here to the north of us is Canada. Say that. Canada. Canada is our neighbors to the north. They are our neighbors. And are we supposed to be kind to our neighbors?
Yes.
Yes, we are. We're learning that, to be kind to our neighbors. So I want to talk to you today about Canada. Now, Canada, they have a motto. Their motto is sea to sea because they have water on three sides of them. On three sides, because here is us, we're right here next to them, and then on three sides of them they have water. So their motto, sometimes a country or a place will have a motto, and their motto is sea to sea. What is it?
Sea to sea.
Sea to sea, that's right. Now let's talk about Canada. Now look at their beautiful flag. They have a flag just like we have a flag. Now they have two colors on their flag. Name one of those colors, Kyla.
Red.
Red. And what's another one, Elijah?
White.
White. So the Canadian flag has two big red stripes and one white stripe right here in the middle. And then there is a beautiful leaf right there in the middle. Do you know what kind of leaf that is, Angelina? It is. It's a maple leaf. And the maple leaves in Canada, they will turn red. They will turn red and they're beautiful. And I've seen those red maple leaves. And that's why they put, because there's so many maple trees in Canada that they turn red and they are gorgeous. Oh, it just looks like God went and just painted red leaves all along the highways. Oh, it's gorgeous. And so they put the maple leaf right there in the middle of their flag, and that's how you know that that's the Canadian flag. What kind of flag is that?
Canadian flag.
The Canadian flag. Good job. Now, in Canada, there's lots of places like mountains and lots of trees and things like that. And it's warm there, but they also have parts of them that are very cold and very Arctic-like. Remember we talked about the Arctic? Is it hot or cold there?
Cold.
It is. It's very cold there. It is. It's very cold. And so parts of it is Arctic and it's very cold. Now, there are some animals that live there. Do you know what kind of animal that is?
Beaver.
It is. It's a beaver. Now, a long time ago, people came to Canada to hunt the beavers because they could use them for their fur. Remember how we talked about how sometimes people will make fur mittens or coats and things out of their fur. And so the beavers, they do live in Canada, and they love to chew on the tree, and they will make homes for themselves right there in Canada. And so the beaver is one of those animals that you will see in Canada. Now, let me show you something else. Do you see this man right here?
No. A soldier.
He is like a soldier. He's a police officer. But in Canada, they call them Mounties. Say that with me.
Mounties.
Mounties, because a long time ago, they used to not drive around in cars or motorcycles and things like that to get around. And they would be on horses. They would go by horseback, and they would ride up and down in the mountains, and they would ride all over Canada, and they would be on horseback, and they would be mounted on a horse. And so that's why they're called Mounties instead of police officers. So they would say, you better call the Mountie. Instead of saying, you better call the police to come, they would say, call the Mounties. Now look at his uniform. What color is his jacket?
Red.
It is. It's red. Isn't it pretty? It's red because that just resembles Canada, the color of red. And so they like to wear their red jacket, and they have these nice pants, and they have a yellow stripe that runs down their pants, and they wear these boots, these riding boots, especially if they're going to be riding on their horses. And some still do, some still ride around on the horses. Mostly they do it when they're in parades. Sometimes they have parades in Canada, but most of the time you will see them, and they will still be riding now on cars and things like that. But in Canada, they used to ride around on the horses. Now, do you see this little girl right here? She looks just like you, doesn't she? She does. And do you know that they speak English too in Canada? They do, but they also speak something else. They speak French. Say that with me. French. They do. They speak French. They will speak French in Canada. Now, there are some other people that live in Canada. They are called Native Americans. What are they? Native Americans. Those are Indians, Native Americans. And they also are called Inuit. Say that. Inuit. They're the Inuit people live there. The Inuits and the Native Americans live there, or the Cree people live there. So we have the Crees, the Inuits, and the Native Americans. And so, or the Blackfoot Indians as well. So we have wonderful people that God made that live in Canada. And you could go there and visit these families that live in Canada. Oh, Canada is such a wonderful place. And they have food that you can eat. And they have yummy maple cookies that you can eat there. Oh, and they're so yummy. And when I went to Canada, they had the cookies, and they were the shape of the maple leaf. And they tasted so yummy. Oh, they're my favorite. I would love to go back to Canada and get some of those maple cookies, because those were my favorite. And they have maple syrup, and oh, it's so delicious as well. Oh, it was so fun to go to Canada. Maybe you could go to Canada someday. Maybe you could be a missionary and go to Canada, or just visit Canada, and you can see how beautiful it is that God made that beautiful place called Canada. Oh, it's so fun. Boys and girls watching, maybe you're watching right now from Canada. It's such a beautiful place there, and what a wonderful place to live and to learn about God there in Canada.